Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D Dunn here, the most chill COD player, and I finally broke 60 kills in a 66v6 domination match, which I did not think it would take me this long. I know it's kind of weird. Pretty sure my last upload was 100 kills non-lethal, but that was like a 20-minute safeguard match, so I don't really know if that counts. But 6v6 dom, rocking some low streaks. I'm tired of using the Wraith, the Hater, the Wraps, and that gets shot down so quickly, and it's so frustrating. The streaks in this game are just not very rewarding, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion, but I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who also would agree with me. You work up to these really high streaks, and sometimes my Wraith will give me a kill or no kills, and it's so frustrating when that happens because it just makes it seem not worth it at all. So in this gameplay, I'm using streaks that cannot get shot down. They just can't get shot down. I'm using the lightning strike, the sentry gun, and the cerberus. So out of these streaks, I think that the sentry gun is probably the best. And the sentry gun, if you have good placement, that thing will just absolutely go off. I think in this gameplay, I got 2 or 3 of them, and it picked me up 15 kills, which is really solid. But it's also just kind of shows you how weak the other streaks are whenever you have streaks that are worth 2 to 3 times as much and average just as much or less per they average less kills per use than some of these lower streaks. It's really frustrating. I'm also using the Weevil here, which for me, I know a lot of people really like the Weevil. I actually really like the Weevil. The only thing that I dislike about the Weevil is that it seems really inconsistent. It seems like some games it just melts people, and other games I feel like I'm shooting marshmallows. So I don't know if it's just game dependent, depends on the map. But in this gameplay, I'm using quick draw, grip, and the laser sight, and you're going to see me hip fire a lot. So again, to mention back in my last commentary that I did, I talked about how I upped my sensitivity by like double. I went from a 5 to a 10, and it helps out a lot. I prefer to play on a higher sensitivity, but unfortunately I don't have a whole lot of time to play. I just don't. And so whenever you don't have a ton of time to play, really the best way to get consistency is to just, you got to play on a low sensitivity. Because for me, if I don't play every day for a few hours on a high sensitivity, then I just can't maintain a high level of accuracy. And so that's why I've had to drop my sensitivity again. And so that laser sight really helps, because if you cannot keep ADS, if you can't aim down sight and track your targets moving left to right because your sensitivity is so low, you're forced to hip fire, and the laser sight really does come in handy. Also, even though they've toned down the view kit quite a bit since the beta, using hip fire in close range gunfights will really help you win, because the view kit can become kind of an issue at some point. So hip firing is a way to kind of get out of some sticky situations. As you can see right here, I don't know how I got those hip fire kills, but I did, and then pick up the merciless medal right there, pick up my second set of streaks here. So on the Weevil, on the VMP, they're both pretty good options. It's also good on the Vesper, but you have to give up something like grip or quick draw or extended mags, which I don't really like to do. So I tend to stick with the Weevil and the VMP whenever I'm using the laser sight. It works out pretty well. I enjoy it. So the only downside to using the streaks I'm using in this gameplay is that like the Cerberus and the sentry gun, it takes them a while to build up streaks. They last a really long time, but it takes them a while to build up kills for you. So you're gonna see, like, towards the end of this round, I don't get to use my streaks even though I have them, because they would just simply be wasted. I'd be better off saving them to the next round, which I do. So watch the sentry gun placement. I put it right over B, and I don't think these guys were like super bad, but it was a lot like they just kept forgetting that the sentry gun was there, because it just racks me up a ton of kills. Also the Cerberus, you have to be really wise about where you place that. I like to put it, if you're playing domination, just plop it right over the B flag. It'll help protect it. And the AI on it is just not very good, to be honest, because sometimes I notice I'll put it in the B flag and then it'll drive straight towards my spawn, away from any potential enemies, and it's kind of frustrating. But you know, that's just kind of the price that we have to pay for having these streaks, these high streaks that get shot down so easy. And that's a little bit. I want to talk about that for just a second here, because I completely understand Treyarch's vision here when they think to themselves, okay, in Black Ops 2 you had the VSAT, couldn't be shot down. You had the Swarm, couldn't be shot down. You had the dogs, couldn't be shot down. You could kill the dogs, but they were kind of difficult to kill on a consistent basis. In addition to that, you also had like the Lodestar, which could be shot down, but it just demolished people so quickly that very rarely did you actually get shot down with it. Also, they have these launchers that reload super quick, and like the Black Cell, it has 4 rockets per use. It just seems like it's a little too easy. I think if they're not going to buff the score streaks, then what they should do is nerf the launchers. And to do that, I think one thing they need to do is remove them out of the default classes, because for me, I'm not compelled to run a class that has a launcher in it, because I know I can just switch to a default class, shoot down the air support or the streaks, whatever they're using, and I can very easily you know, take them out without actually having to dedicate a creative class slot with the launcher. So and I also think they should just have the launcher, the first one that you unlock, it should only come with 1 rocket, and that's it. And then the cell, I think it's called the Black Cell or something like that, instead of having 4 rockets, that thing should either reload a whole lot slower, I mean like a lot slower, or they should reduce the capacity down from like 4 to maybe 2. You know, just like 2, maybe 3 rockets, because I'm pretty sure the Hater, it takes like 4 rockets to shoot down. If you have a rocket launcher that has 4 rockets in it, it's just a no-brainer that that stuff is going to get shot down. And here, I don't know who's going ham for these guys, but you're going to see, I think they actually pick up a Wraith, maybe. I know, obviously, you can kind of tell right now that they have a power core. So someone on their team's doing well. The game actually comes down pretty close. So, you know, D-Done here, I'm clutching up for the team. I'm clutching up for the squad. Going big, getting caps, defending the flags, calling in streaks. But yeah, the streaks in this game, this game really just lacks a lot of fun factor for me. You know, in Black Ops 2, I could play 6v6 because even though it was slower paced, I knew that my streaks would kind of pick up the slack and give me a lot of kills. Where in this game, 6v6 is pretty slow paced, and then your streaks don't really do anything. So there are some games where I'm happy to get 30 kills. You know, some rounds I get, 10, 12 kills, which is just, 10 or 12 kills in 5 minutes is so slow. So slow. And Ground War is fun, but there are a lot of parties in Ground War. It gets really frustrating sometimes. So for me, I don't know. The game is good. Black Ops 3, I think, it's really hard to say that it's a bad game. The connection is much better than Treyarch games in the past. The gun balance is phenomenal. The specials add something without being overpowered and obnoxious. But they've got to do something with these kill streaks, in my opinion. I think it would just speed up the pace of the game. I think it would make it a lot more fun. But, as you guys can see in this gameplay, you can be successful by just playing the objective, playing smart, and using these low streaks, racking up 3-4 rounds of them. And you can get a decent amount of kills. I mean, 60 kills, it's really not that bad when you think about it. And that's all I can really say about it. So, video's coming down to an end. As you can see here, managed to clutch up. We're up by 10, and I think it's by 10. Let me double check here. I don't want to lie to you. Okay, so we're up by like 20. Okay, so I've already done my business. This game's pretty much wrapped up. I got me another set of streaks. These guys are not going to get any more flags. We're going to win. You're welcome, teammates. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about what I had to speak about today. What streaks do you find success with? For me, I've just been running streaks that can't be shot down, pretty much. I don't run a UAV, I don't run a counter UAV, I don't run a Hater. I just run these streaks that I can call in, they can't be shot down. And, they don't pick me up a ton of kills, but it helps. And, that's pretty much all we can do right now until they decide to, buff the score streaks or nerf the launchers. So, anyway, like I said, please, guys, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. If you hated it, that's fine. Dislike and leave me a comment why. Make sure to check out all the links below in the description. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy my content, a subscription is always appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Are you listening? Damn.